Hello, my beautiful people. Last time I spoke about Australia, nursing in Australia, and I got a lot of questions asking how to register in Australia. For those that have been watching my videos, especially on YouTube, that's where I've been posting the previous months. I've posted about how to register in Australia coming through the New Zealand route because at that time it was the quickest and easiest way on how to register to Australia Nursing Council. But other people were asking, how do I register? How does one register straight into the Nursing Council of Australia? So I thought I should just do a quick video on the steps that one needs to take in order to register in Australia Nursing Council. So the first thing, everything that I'm going to talk about, it's there on the website, APHRA website. So the first thing you do is you go on the website. APHRA, it's like the health body. It includes doctors and all these other people in health. Then, but yourself, if you are a nurse, when you get there, you go into the Nursing and Midwifery Board. Yeah, then it will show you like the internationally registered nurses, if they want to register in Australia, what do they need to do. So the first thing is you do the self-check on the website, and this self-check, there'll be three results or streams that will come after doing the self-check. So when you do the self-check, it's like you are just entering your details, like the school you went and what level you are at, so that they see like in terms of their qualification which level you qualify, like under which category do you fall under for you to register in Australia. So there'll be three streams, A, B, and C. So if you fall under stream A, it means that your registration or your qualification is considered as substantially equivalent to Australian qualification. Then if you are in B, it means that, yes, your qualification is relevant to the profession, but it is not substantially equivalent. So these ones are the ones that with AQF6, registered nurses and midwifery, and EN AQF4. Then there's going to be stream C. This one is just showing that you are not equivalent to Australian nursing qualification. So here they'll advise you on what to do. So things that you could do is for you to come to Australia to apply for the universities or colleges in order for you to upgrade your qualification so that it can be equivalent to theirs. Yes, so you can apply maybe to do degree, or you apply to come do a diploma, and you become the enrolled nurse. Yes. Then when you're done with that assessment, the assessment is free. The self-check is free. That's just the self-check that you do on your own so that you see where you fall under. And if you see you fall under stream A or B, then you go and start the assessment. So the assessment, you do the assessment for IQNM. That's internationally qualified nurses and midwifery. So this assessment is $410 US. You can convert into your currency to see how much is that. So the assessment has two parts. This assessment, yes, the assessment, because they need to assess whether you are indeed a nurse. So there's going to be orientation. That's part one, orientation part one. Here it's just the learning for your own information so that you know about the nursing and everything. This online learning needs to be done within 90 days of applying for the assessment, and it just takes 60 to 90 minutes. Yeah, it's 60 to 90 minutes online learning. And again, the other thing you need to do is to open the portfolio. This portfolio is just uploading your qualifications, identity documents, and everything will be there to show what they need, just for them to be able to check that you really, it's the assessment to check that really your qualification is equivalent to theirs. I think you are going to upload things like transcripts and your certificates and all those things. Yes. Then when you're done with your assessment, you get your results back that you have passed, your qualification is equivalent to theirs. You're going to do the exam. The exam, there are two exams that you need to do. The first one is multiple choice questions. This one is NCLEX RN. It is written at Pearson View. So after they say you can now apply to do the this MCQ, they'll show the centers where the Pearson centers where you can go, right? So you can choose, you'll be able to choose the nearest to you. Yeah, maybe in your country there is one, or the nearest country has a center where you can write. Okay, then after writing these NCLEX and you have passed the NCLEX, there is OSCE. That's the second part. OSCE is done here in Australia. You have to travel to Australia for you to do the OSCE. It is done at Adelaide in Southern Australia. So this one costs about 4,000 Australian dollars. You can also convert to your currency and see how much is that. So here, after you got this invitation and you have applied for this OSCE, you paid everything, you'll be able to process the visa. You are just going to fill up everything and process the visa in order for you to come to Australia and do the OSCE. And when you are done with OSCE and you have passed your OSCE, then you'll be able to now do the registration. So the registration, I know most of people will ask if they require English, but all those other things that you were doing, there was no English requirements. The English requirements will only come when you are now doing the actual registration. That is towards the end. So the English requirements that they have, I know it's always a problem with this English thing. IELTS, they want overall 7. So 7 in all components. Listening, writing, reading, and speaking, it has to be 7. No negotiations. Yeah. And OET, minimum should be B. And PTE, minimum should be 65. They have all those other things like TOEFL and all. And they are showing the minimum requirements that they have. So, yes, IELTS is needed towards the end when you're now doing your registration. Then after you have proven all these things, then you are good to go. You'll be registered in Australia. And after registering in Australia, you got your registrations. You can also decide whether you also want to apply for permanent residence. Yes, you can apply for permanent residence when you haven't even worked, when you haven't even come to Australia for any work at your own comfort zone at home. So I'll talk to you about how to apply for permanent residence when you are not yet in Australia, when you haven't even secured a job. But if you are not taking that route of applying for permanent residence, you can start hunting for a job. I'll even actually advise you to start hunting for a job once you once you pass your OSCE and now you are starting the registration. Yes, you can now start job applications, because employers would see that this person is already done with the registration. Now we need to do the recruitment process, you know, the interviews and everything. Yeah, they just need to go through all those things with you, so that when your registration is finalized, you know that I've secured the job. Mine is just to pack my bags and fly to Australia. Yes, it's a long process registering in Australia, and it needs patience and it needs money. So if you are planning to register straight to Australia, just tell yourself that you give yourself time. You're not going to do it while rushing. And also you have enough money. Money is never enough, but you should know that you are going to spend for this registration. But the results after that are sweet. You are not going to regret everything that you have been through. So if there is something that I have left here that you'd want to know, just leave in the comment section. Then I'll get back to you. Either do another video to answer the questions or answer individually like I've been doing. Thank you so much for watching. Hope this was helpful. And I'll continue giving you the information on how to do this. If you are wondering how to register through New Zealand, go check on the YouTube channel here and see how to register as a nurse through New Zealand route, because the process is different and the requirements are different. So when you have registered in New Zealand, you automatically qualify to register in Australia without having to write all those exams and paying all those lots of fees. Okay, thank you. This is about to cut. I didn't intend to do a long video. I just wanted a short video just to tell you how you can go about this registration. Thank you.